Welcome back, guys, to my Manchester United save on Football Manager 2017. And I'm still trying to get over that loss against Tottenham. It was the biggest game of the season, and we absolutely crumbled. We bottled the league, and we lost 5-2 in that last episode at White Hart Lane. Very disappointing. And we had to try and pick ourselves up out the gutter for our next game against Stoke. I mean, we were unbeaten since that game against Tottenham, but, you know, that was a game we really did need to win, and we failed to do so. Anyway, we had Stoke at Old Trafford, and it was Paul Pogba with both goals. Both goals coming in the first half. The first goal in the 18th minute, and then just before half-time. You can see, again, it's surprising that we got anything from this. Stoke, we stopped them from getting their shots away, getting them on target. De Gea will be happy with that. But they did control possession, but only just. Been really happy with Paul Pogba's performances lately. He's really stepping it up a gear. Then up next we had Leicester on the Thursday evening in the quarterfinal first leg of the Europa League at Old Trafford. It ended 2-2. Leicester getting the two vital away goals there. Wayne Rooney scored the penalty to make it 1-0 in the first half. Then Jeffrey Schlupp got their first away goal. Zlatan put our nose in front again. Then they came from behind again to draw level. Almost felt as though it was never going to end. Slimani did go off injured though. Then we had Hull away in the Premier League. We picked up another 2-0 win there. Vital 3 points. I mean, we still got a handful of games to go. Plenty of opportunity for Tottenham to slip up. I mean, there is still a slither of hope that Tottenham will, and maybe we can come from behind. So we just have to make sure that we keep getting these wins. Now, Mkhitaryan, been pretty disappointed with him lately. I mean, the last 5 games that he's started, he's been picking up 6.4 ratings, and I've had to take him off. He's just added nothing. He's contributed nothing to every game that we've played over the last couple of weeks. Whether it's a bit of tiredness, seeing that we're coming to the end of the season and he's not really pulling his finger out, or whether it's the fact that we lost such an important game against Tottenham and his morale seems as though it's very good at the moment, but whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. You can see over the last couple of games, he just hasn't been at his very best, exception for the Stoke game where he picked up a 7.1 rating. He needs to be doing better. I mean, we play the majority of our football down the flanks, and if he's not doing the work that's needed of him, I mean, he's worse there, 6.5, and that's in all competitions. Let's have a look at the Premier League. Oh, it's not coming up for best and worst average rating, but average rating 7.01. Could be better for the quality of Mkhitaryan. We know he's got it in his locker. Is it because we're towards the end of the season? I'm not sure. But up next, we've got Leicester in the second leg of the Europa League quarterfinals. Here's the league table as it stands then. We're currently battling it out for second place. I don't think we're going to get first, but you never know what's going to happen with Tottenham. Whether they'll be able to maintain that momentum that they picked up from that win against us at White Hart Lane. But Arsenal, they're just a point behind us. You look at their next couple of fixtures. They've got Stoke next, who we beat 2-0 at Old Trafford. Then they've got Hull, who we also beat 2-0. Then they've got the Champions League. They're in the semi-finals, Arsenal. They've got West Brom, Burnley and Leicester to finish off the season. Realistically, the form that Arsenal are in at the moment, they should be winning all of those. Chelsea, though, they've just beaten Man City 1-0. They've got Liverpool next and Tottenham. Oh, wow. So if Tottenham... Oh, come on, Chelsea. If Tottenham lose their next couple of fixtures as well as the game against Chelsea, that'll be huge, especially if we can win our next couple of games. Liverpool, they did seem as though they had a bit of a resurgence after winning against us, but since then they've just dropped off. But there are Chelsea's last couple of fixtures. That game against Tottenham, so huge. Can't wait to see how that turns out. Really got my fingers crossed for a Chelsea win there. For Man City... They're also battling it out for a Champions League spot. They got West Ham, Sunderland, Crystal Palace and Swansea. Again, games that they really should be winning. Maybe Crystal Palace will pose the only threat there for them. We're here at the King Power Stadium to take on Leicester City in the second leg of the Europa League quarter-final. Slimani back in the team after going off injured in the first leg back at Old Trafford. They've got Schlupp starting and Villa starts as well, both players who scored against us in that first leg. Zila starts in goal, Huth and Morgan at the back. Fuchs starts, so does Danny Simpson on the bench. They've got Marty, Musa, the pacer Musa, Jamie Vardy, who did come on in the first leg to replace the injured Slimani. Didn't really have much though. For United, we've got Ramiro, Valencia, Jones, Smalling and Luke Shaw. Herrera back after being suspended for so many games. Pogba starts as well as Mkhitaryan. I did think about starting Lingard, but I gave Mkhitaryan another chance. Martial starts and so does Ibra. Jones having to pass it back to Sergio Romero. I just hope, with us being here at the King Power Stadium, Leicester don't suddenly turn on the style and become the Premier League champions that they were last season in this game here. Because they know that if they do get the better of us, they're going through to the semi-finals. Here is Martial, trying to get something working, trying to penetrate that defence. Mkhitaryan in for Ibra. It's 1-0, 3-2 on aggregate. And only 5 minutes gone. That's his 48th goal of the season. Is he going to be able to score any more? It's immense how many goals he's scored this season at the age of 35. What an assist though from Mkhitaryan. It's a lot better than what we've been seeing as of late from him. And he's done really well to stretch out his leg and just lift that over the defence to find the head of Ibra. And change the highlights to key as well. Pogba getting in the mix. Here is Riyad Mahrez. Okazaki finds Slimani. And passing it around nicely at the moment. Leicester, Mahrez went for the shot. Took a deflection, it's corner. We've had 3 shots, 1 on target. And as it stands, we are through to the semi-finals of the Europa League. Just like in real life, I mean, we're in a much better position than the United in real life in the league. This is the only way into the Champions League if we weren't to make top 4, but we are, currently seconds. Battling it out for second, I should say, with Arsenal. Leicester almost found their way back into this then. Ball smacking against the post, Ramiro all over the place. That's Okazaki on a yellow card now. Here is Mkhitaryan. He's going to have to pass it back to him. Where it's Pogba now. Spreads it to Martial. Did have Luke Shaw on the overlap, but here's Ibra. He finds Mkhitaryan. He went for goal. He's seen so much of the ball so far, Mkhitaryan. After I was slating him before the game, he's really pulling his finger out. Rooney now to Valencia. Valencia's going to swing this in. He does, and he finds Ibra. It's now 2-0, 4-2 on aggregate. Would you say the tie is over there? Are we going through to the semi-finals? Is there anything to come from Leicester City now after we've really put a dampener on their day? I don't think so. I think we're just too good. Mkhitaryan again. Everything's just going through him at the moment. He failed this time to get past Fuchs. Slimani looking for a bit of redemption today after he went off injured in the first leg. Valencia to Mkhitaryan. Pogba through for Ibra. It's in for Martial. That was brilliant. Brilliantly worked by United. Pogba. Ibra finds Martial. It's 3. It's game over. Has to be. 5-2 on aggregate. That's his 16th goal of the season. It's been a perfect performance here from United. A real professional job. There's Martial. Oh, that is a beautiful finish. He just curls that around Rzila in goal. I think that's probably one of the best highlights I've seen on the Football Manager engine. That is brilliant. Make a change here. We'll bring on Fellaini. I'm thinking about our next game in the Premier League. I want to keep Pogba fresh for that. So bring on Fellaini. Darmian's already come on for Valencia. Got one more sub available. And I'm going to make it right now. We're going to bring on Rashford for Martial. Again, just want to keep him fresh for our next game. In just a couple of days' time. Against the Baggies, West Brom. I'm sure they'll want to come to Old Trafford and really spoil our day. Here is Christian Fuchs now. Drink water. Jones is going to get to that first. Ramiro just hoofs it up the field. We've really performed well today. Especially away from home. It's what I like to see. This is the United that we've come to know all throughout this season. As I say that, Jamie Vardy goes and claws a goal back for Leicester City. But the performance, apart from that goal, which is a bit of a letdown, Vardy making easy work of our defenders there. Apart from that, we've done really well. This is the sort of performance that we should have put in against Tottenham at White Hart Lane, but just wasn't to be that day. Could another goal be on the cards here? Rooney to Rashford again. Nice little 1-2 there. Mkhitaryan! Get in! Oh, I'm really chuffed for him. Henrik Mkhitaryan makes it 4-1 in the 90th minute. After I was slating him. I'm so sorry, Mkhitaryan. I really am. After I was slating him, he's put in a brilliant shift here today. And he's got a goal for his troubles as well. 4-1, 6-3 on aggregate. Surely not another goal for United now. That's full time. 4-1 to United. And we march on in this season's Europa League campaign. We're into the semi-final draw. Who are we going to have to go through to get ourselves to the final? There is the final score. You can see the final match stats as well. And Zlatan has taken the top goal. Well, he's joint top goal scorer with Zaza and Dimitri Payet of West Ham United. So Manchester United triumph over Foxes in the second leg. What a disappointing season for them. They won the Premier League last season, then they qualified for the Champions League. They got knocked out of it this season, then had to play the Europa League, and now they're getting knocked out of the Europa League in the quarterfinals. It's just like real life, apart from not having to play in the Europa League for them. I mean, they're almost in relegation zone in this save. We'll just praise Ibra here before we go on to find out who we're drawn against in the semi-finals. Let's do this then. Let's find out who we're going to be drawn against in the Europa League semi-finals. You can see the teams left in the draw. That is Ajax, Lyon. I wouldn't mind a Lyon draw for the semi-finals. United still in. And of course Tottenham. What's the bet when we get Tottenham in the semi-finals? Can see it happening. Automatic draw. Let's see who we're going to get. Come on. It's going to be tough anyway. Ajax are out first. They will play at home against Manchester. Oh, that's a really good tie. And Tottenham will play against Olympic Lyon in the semi-finals. That's a really good tie. We're playing away in the first leg, so we've got the upper hands heading into that game. And we also have two former players of Ajax in Daley Blind and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It's where he pretty much started his career, wasn't it? I think, let's have a look. Let's find out. There is Blind. We all know that he came from Ajax for 14 million in the Van Gaal era. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he spent 4 seasons at Ajax. Started his career off at Malmo in Sweden, then made the move to Ajax for 5.5 million. And then, of course, the rest is history. So, Ajax against United in the semi-finals. Really looking forward to that. So for the next episode, what I'm planning on doing is exactly what I've just done with the 2 Leicester games. I'm going to come back for the second leg of the semi-final against Ajax at Old Trafford. Hopefully we can play that game with the upper hand. And then after that, we'll probably just finish off the season with that game away to Watford. Fingers crossed we can make the final. It'd be an extra video in the series and maybe another piece of silverware. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching.